I'm out here today at one of my trail camera locations on my small property. I want to talk about trail camera data and 4 points that I'd like to focus on. First one is historical visits. What I mean by historical visits is same buck, more than 1 year. Now, I've had experience with one large buck. I think the first year I saw him, he was 3 or 4. In the second year that he appeared, he was obviously 4 or 5. But the point I'm trying to make is with historical visits is that the buck appears at the same site around about the same time or almost the exact same day. In the case of the buck that I had the most experience with, it appeared the same day 2 years in a row. It wasn't the same time of day, but the same exact day 2 years in a row. Now, a lot of bucks appear within a few days, year after year, but this buck appeared the same day 2 years in a row. Now, I have 2 years of trail camera pictures of him, and then he disappeared. He either was harvested or moved out of the area, died of old age. I don't know, roadkill. No one could tell, but he's gone. I haven't seen him since. And his rack was easily identifiable, and 2 years in a row. So trail camera data is extremely important, particularly in terms of historical visits. You could tell when the bucks are showing up. It'll give you an idea of when you should hunt that area, and it may give you an idea of the same buck arriving at the same time year after year. The second thing, perennial visits. Now, it sounds similar to historical visits, but how I differentiate between perennial and historical is perennial visits, different bucks coming to the same place around about the same time every year. Now, this camera site here, I think you can see the camera right here behind me. There's a creek crossing right here. I've pretty much gotten pictures of every buck that I've ever seen on this property coming through this spot. Year after year, I get the bucks moving through this spot, moving through this spot. So this is a good camera site. I actually have a tree stand right up here. The house is only less than 100 yards in that direction, but these deer pass through here morning, very early, and evening. And it's the end of my food plot trail system. So this has become a hub point. And in that direction are crops, and they're moving back and forth from the farm fields to the cover that's in this direction. So this is a great perennial camera site where we have many different bucks appearing in the same location around about the same time every year. And you can use that information, and obviously it's great for deciding when you're going to hunt and how you're going to hunt a particular spot. Now, the third one here is cold front visits. Cameras can tell you specifically the significance of cold front visits. A lot of people talk about the moon and how that has an impact on deer movement, but I'm solely focused on cold fronts when I hunt. If I go back, and I've logged these in my journal when I hunt, when I've harvested deer and when I've seen the most deer, it was right after stabilization, after a massive cold front or some sort of significant cold front has come through. So the cameras can tell you that when you're not in a particular location. For instance, last year I harvested a buck on November 9th. Extremely cold that morning. Actually, it was so cold, my feet got numb. And I wasn't hunting this property, I was hunting another property. And what told me that the deer were moving was the fact that I have these cameras out. And I leave them up. Obviously, you need to have them out during September, October, November, December. That gives you the most information about your land. You're easily able to figure out what's going on at the time periods that you're hunting. But I have the cameras out here all the time, and my cameras here told me that that cold front not only had an impact where I was hunting, but it had an impact here, and had pretty much, I can guarantee you, it had an impact everywhere that cold front came through. Now, obviously, this area isn't that far from where I was hunting, maybe 25 miles. but cold fronts will impact, and cameras can tell you and prove that fact year after year. And then number 4, having cameras out in a given location. 1 to 2 years of trail camera information in a particular area, and particularly new spots. I like to gather that information, helps me understand that area a lot better. And then maybe after the first year, you get in there the second year, and you're able to hunt it more successfully because you have that whole year of information. There's a couple particular areas that I'm thinking about moving into, new areas that I want to try to hunt and find out what's there. I'm going to put a camera out or two in specific locations where I think there's a lot of deer movement. I'm going to let it sit there throughout the fall and into winter. And then, well, I might literally go out around Christmas Day and I might be amazed by what I see on those cameras, because that'll give me information, because I don't have time to scout everywhere and I'm hunting October, November in the places where I know I'm going to have some success. In the new places, those cameras will give me the information that I need to make a decision on whether or not it's worthwhile hunting there. Okay, and what more can you ask for than to have eyes and ears in the woods? Now with the cameras, obviously you get still photos, but you can take great video with it too. And the battery life with lithium batteries gives you an opportunity to leave that thing out for a lot of months without it dying on you. So once again, trail camera data is significant. I mean, with the modern technology we have, it's one of the greatest tools in a hunter's toolbox. It helps you harvest those big bucks. It helps you have more success. So get out there. It's the end of June. It's about time to get some cameras out there in areas that you may not be hunting right away. You may let those cameras sit, get them out, I'd say by the end of August. Let those things sit, come back to them, see what you find. Come back right around Christmas. It might be the greatest gift you ever got.